Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're honoring the late Catherine O'Hara. This queen of comedy leaves behind a dazzling career of iconic film and TV moments. So here are the most memorable scenes from one of the greatest to ever grace our screens.
I see. A class grounded in realism. Nice work.
Number 10, A Kiss at the End of the Rainbow, A Mighty Wind.
When the veil of dreams has lifted.
This send-up of the 1960s folk music scene features three fictional bands reuniting for a memorial concert. Catherine O'Hara plays Mickey Crab, one half of the defunct duo Mitch and Mickey.
Sounds cliche, but it's kind of a blur.
Her former musical partner and ex-lover Mitch Cohen is portrayed by Eugene Levy, and the often paired actors ignite their usual chemistry. Though split up years before the flick begins, the burned-out Mitch still carries a torch for his ex. While Mickey moves on, she still kisses Mitch when they reunite on stage. This duet stands on its merits musically, which is matched by the pair's subtle but powerful acting.
There's a kiss at the end of the rainbow.
Levy definitely holds his own, but there's no doubt O'Hara's heavenly voice is the most enchanting part of this truly romantic earworm.
More precious than the part of gold.
Number 9, Kenneth Parcells' mother Pearline, 30 Rock.
I'm so nervous. I hope I didn't embarrass you.
You were fine, but your friend Ron sure doesn't know how to behave around celebrities.
Of all the kooky characters on this show, none was stranger than the seemingly vanilla Page, Kenneth. While hints about his unusual nature had been dropped before, it's only when his mom and her longtime male friend visit that we get the full scoop. O'Hara may just be an unhappy middle-aged bummer now, but who else could capture that perfect blend of care and creeps as the mother to whatever's really inside Kenneth's flesh vessel?
I remember the day he was born. He looked up at me and he said, "Mama, I am not a person. My body's just a flesh vessel for an immortal being whose name, if you heard it, would make you lose your mind."
No other mortal or ethereal being, that's for sure. She fit right in with the rest of the cast in delivering the show's customary cornball zingers and harmonized perfectly with her on-screen beau, played by Bryan Cranston in the middle of his Heisenberg days.
That's what family is, Kenneth. People you badmouth all the time behind their back. While on the train ride up here, I called you a bowling pin with a face drawn on it.
Number 8, The Best, Best in Show. Cookie Fleck loves her Norwich Terrier Winky and her husband Jerry, but she lived her own life before getting hitched and isn't about to apologize for it. When they finally make it to the Mayflower Kennel Club dog show, an overdrawn credit card and dislocated knee nearly derail their title bid.
Can we get a medic, please?
Best in show, Jerry.
Your knee is ballooning up like a watermelon, sweetheart.
Further complicating matters is the fact that they constantly bump into Cookie's seemingly hundreds of former lovers, which embarrasses her straight-laced husband.
The mint julep, you were working as a waitress there.
Malcolm. Oh, yeah.
You know, I banged a lot of waitresses in my day, but you were the best.
This is never more true than in this scene, where Cookie momentarily forgets where she is, coyly saying,
You don't
By
forget the
far,
best.
No.
O'Hara's animated performance plays perfectly against Levy's dry everyman. She really nails the tone, never coming off as demeaning while still occasionally getting caught in the heat of the moment.
Don't worry, Jerry. I know where I am.
Just,
But that was fun.
Number 7, The Brooke Shields Show, Second City Television. This sketch comedy series had some unforgettable bits, with many of these starring or written by O'Hara. In fact, she earned her first Emmy Award as a writer on SCTV in 1982.
Terrific, that's great. Now listen, Guy.
However, it's the characters this blonde beauty depicted that live on.
It's up to you.
From her hypocritical televangelist to her depiction of a washed-up musician, there were many greats, though our favorite is her impression of Brooke Shields. Starring in a fake talk show about the child actor and her momager, O'Hara's petulant performance is like something out of the Eric Andre show.
I'll say whatever I like. It's my show.
and you're my daughter.
Yeah, well, I'm not your daughter. I'm your ticket to ride.
You watch your tongue.
Whether literally putting her foot in her mouth or clapping back with pointed barbs, her physicality and lilting delivery made her a legend from the very beginning.
Correct that grip. Give the button flip.
Number 6. Deo, the Banana Boat song. Beetlejuice. When the spirits of a recently deceased couple find that their home has been bought up by a real estate developer and his scary wife, it's the ghosts that get haunted.
A little gasoline, blowtorch, no problem.
O'Hara plays Delia Deetz, a stuck-up sculptor with exacting standards, which is why it's so funny when she cuts loose in this song and dance number, brought to you by The Afterlife.
Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Her performance impressively shows Delia's body grooving to an unnatural beat, while also capturing her own horrified reaction to what's going on. This thespian really has been the reigning queen of meta for 4 decades and counting. Of course, the dinner party finds this possession positively delightful, as do generations of audiences.
Who has more fun than us?
Number 5, Home for Purim, for your consideration.
Purim, 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 spread the news to everyone, that Mordecai and Esther save the day.
A movie about the making of a movie, this is yet another flick directed by Christopher Guest starring O'Hara. Unlike some of their previous projects, she really gets to hog the limelight as both the star of the film itself and of Home for Purim, the film within the film.
But Marilyn Hack is delivering a performance sculpted by tools in whose hands only the most experienced craftsman should handle, a performance that can only be described as Oscar-worthy.
The scenes from the latter are where we think her dramatic talents really shine. Her self-consciously overwrought performance is a masterclass in the subtle nuance of good comedic delivery.
I don't have much time. Let's put the toys down.
Only now do I realize the irony.
Ironically, the real film garnered Oscar buzz for O'Hara, just like her on-screen alter ego, though also like in the movie, the rumors were wrong. While the Academy may have overlooked her performance's astonishing range,
Oh, an Oscar. Oh, okay. No, thank you.
she will always be Queen Esther in our book. Number 4, Sally's Song, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I sense there's something in the wind.
After Jack Skellington convinces Halloween Town to take over Christmas, the only one with enough sense to try and stop him is Sally, a living ragdoll created by the cruel mad scientist Dr. Finkelstein. She eventually escapes her creepy creator's clutches and has a vision that Jack's dream ends in tragedy. She warns him, and when that doesn't work, tries to stop him by creating a fog storm. Jack manages to set out despite this, which is when our stitched-up siren sings this sad lament.
And will he see how much he means to me?
While Jack's talking and singing parts are performed by different people, O'Hara's angelic voice pulls double duty.
For I am not the one.
This beautiful but bittersweet dirge proves she's more than capable of juggling all that while also voicing the devious hench girl, Shock.
And we thought you didn't like us, Jack.
Number 3, Sheila Albertson had one too many, Waiting for Guffman.
You get everything you need. Any kind of food in Blaine. You get Chinese here, and no need
We're
to
talking
go.
about Miami now, dear.
Any scene where O'Hara plays a lush is bound to yield barrels of laughs. Her role as Sheila Albertson in this mockumentary about the making of a musical in a small town provides one of the best examples. Sheila and her husband are local amateur actors who run a travel agency despite the fact that they've never traveled anywhere. When dining out with another couple, Sheila has one too many and lets slip a detail about her husband's anatomy probably best kept private.
Because when Ron had his surgery.
All right.
When Ron had his surgery, I said, hey, circumcise it while you're at it. Just because I've never been with anyone else.
O'Hara's facial expressions and slurred voice set the stage, but when she shushes her husband and asks about being with a circumcised man in a somehow both loud but quiet voice, the humor kicks into overdrive.
Girl talk. What's it like to be with a circumcised man?
Number 2, Remembering She Forgot Kevin, Home Alone.
What else could we be forgetting?
Kevin!
The night before the McCallisters are supposed to head to Paris for Christmas, Kevin ends up getting put in the attic for misbehaving.
Just stay up there. I don't want to see you again for the rest of the night.
I didn't want to see you again for the rest of my whole life, and I didn't want to see anybody else either.
I hope you don't mean that.
Of course, chaos ensues and miscounts happen, and poor Kevin is left home alone. Although that's admittedly not great, what's never in doubt is how dedicated and determined his mother Kate is to get back to him.
I'm desperate. I'm begging you. From a mother to a mother, please.
Luckily, after a couple of flights, Gus Polinski, Polka King of the Midwest, played by O'Hara's old SCTV co-star John Candy, comes to the rescue. This merry band of horn tooters escorts the guilt-ridden mother home for a touching reunion with her son.
Oh, Kevin, I'm so sorry.
Though Kevin and his mom's hug on Christmas morning makes our hearts grow 3 sizes, the McCallisters lose track of him all over again in the sequel, with O'Hara somehow upping the ante on her performance. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Fold in the cheese, Schitt's Creek. While the enchiladas didn't go off without a hitch, this scene is a recipe for hilarity.
What does fold in the cheese mean?
He folds it in.
I understand that, but how do you fold it? Do you fold it in half like a piece of paper and drop it in the pot, or what do you do?
David, I cannot show you everything.
Okay, well, can you show me one thing?
Realizing she's in the wrong court, Tales from the Crypt. A brash big city lawyer gets hemmed up in a small town with ghoulish courts.
What's it gonna cost me?
10.
All this bullshit for $10? Here, keep the change.
Not $10, Miss Farrah. 10 lashes. They can flail you now, and you can be on your way. Yeah, as soon as you regain consciousness, of course.
What the hell?
Bam Bam, Curb Your Enthusiasm. O'Hara lets herself loose as the unstable sister of one of Larry David's frenemies.
So, what's new? All right. So, what's happening? Guess who told Marty to shut up?
Christine Valco, Surviving Christmas. Neither her hulking husband nor an obnoxious millionaire intimidate this suburban mom.
So, what's for dessert?
Kitchen's closed. Yeah, I got things to do.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Tom, why don't you see the man out?
A judge plays a judge. Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. Justice Strauss's dramatic aspirations and stage fright are exploited for evil ends.
We were married in an official ceremony with official and legal vows in front of a bona fide justice of the peace.
Oh my God, what have I done?
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Moira Rose's winery commercial, Schitt's Creek.
In the lee of a picturesque ridge lies a small, unpretentious winery, one that pampers its fruit like its own babies. Hi, I'm Moira Rose.
Of O'Hara's many iconic roles, her turn as this former soap star and socialite forced to make major downgrades is her most unforgettable. Broke and stuck with her family in a tiny town, Moira clads herself in an armor of designer clothes.
Won't you join me for a little stroll through the slice of paradise I like to call the town where I currently am?
The Canadian actor perfectly captured the elitist snobbery of a reality TV star, but also managed to keep the character likable. When the eccentric diva agrees to star in an ad for a fruit winery with a name that doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, things go horribly right for viewers.
I'm Moira Rose, and if you let...
Back to one, still rolling.
Why?
You said Moina.
Sure did. Are you sure?
The actor's depiction of Moira's nervous veneer is carefully executed, but when Moira fumbles the name with a series of progressively more absurd mispronunciations, we see O'Hara really flex her funny bone.
Herb Ervlinger, Bert Herngeiv, Irv Hermlinger, Bing Livehanger, Liveling, Bert Herkern.
Which of these makes you laugh, cry, or cry with laughter? Let us know in the comments below.